This week, ECE teachers, though, went on strike for the first time ever, saying that they are underfunded, under-resourced and overworked. Here is our senior reporter, Laura Walters, with one teacher's dream for our preschoolers.
Henry, is it your birthday today? Wow! So I've been working in the sector for nearly 14 years. I started at Victoria University, got a Bachelor of Education and had my first job here. You know, watching these guys, these are their most precious years of their entire lives, and being a part of that learning journey for them, it's such a privilege, and it really is. It's such an incredible job where you literally get to watch their brain connections form every day. When you first become a teacher, your hopes and dreams about what it's going to be is it's going to be amazing. It's going to be such a great job, which it is. The reality of working in early childhood in New Zealand at the moment, it's not okay, and I can totally understand why people would want to get out. I think for some reason people think that there's so much money to make out of children, and they just see it as a good business venture, and often people that own these corporate ECE centres have no education background at all, so they actually have no idea, you know, what is quality or what even the curriculum or how does it work. It's just simply money, and yeah, it's taken over. I feel frustrated and almost at like breaking point personally. It's really hard managing a centre, and you know, when you've worked so hard to create this amazing place, and you know, when we talk about quality, and you know, I think this place is quality, and I know for my teachers, like when they are sick, they will call in sick, and I know how bad they feel, and they hate doing it because they know that I can't get a reliever. We know that, you know, for children that they need to have a secure attachment for their brain to be in a state to be able to learn and play. You know, if you were to come in here at lunchtime on a day that's a minimum ratio day, teachers might have a baby in a front pack because we don't have any hands left to be able to hold them, and they are crying and they need their needs met. You could have another child on one hand, you could have a broom in the other hand sweeping, whilst, you know, like there's teachers putting children to bed, and yeah, it's crazy. I mean, if they're watching somebody else not having their needs met, then you know they're going to trust that we're going to meet their needs either. So, you know, if you've got your arms full of like babies and you're trying to do something, but you can see someone over there that needs you as well, and just to have to, there's nothing you can do, just to have to sit there and be like, I'm sorry, there's actually nothing I can do to help you right now. Is it okay? You know, we talk about that later on in life, you know, children need to be resilient and they need to be able to build resiliency, but if we don't have the teachers to be able to support their social and emotional competency and be able to meet their emotional needs, and you know, even talk to them about their emotions and what's going on, which is we know what builds resiliency, then we're failing. I think in like 10 years to come, like there are going to be some, like out of this generation that are coming through the ECE sector at the moment, like it's going to be bad. Teachers don't talk to the parents about the issues because you don't want parents to think that the quality that your children are receiving are not okay. But I also think that parents, they need to know the reality of it. And when parents walk in and they say, how's the day been? Like, it's okay to say it was really hard. Everyone's burnt out, everyone is tired, they're burnt out, they've had enough, they don't know what to do, they all want to leave, but because their heart is in it still, they can't do it. And literally every single early childhood or educator I feel like that you talk to at the moment is just so burnt out and tired, and they just don't know how they're going to keep going. As a committee and as a board, we've talked about what might happen if things don't change and if they take away the 2-year-old funding next year. So our centre, we'd be shut down. We're going to be left with centres that have, you know, 150 children at each place, and yeah, there's going to be none of these centres left. Teachers are just going to leave the sector. We're not going to have any, and I mean, wait lists are already massive, and so parents aren't going to be able to go to work. Parents are actually not going to be able to go to work because there's going to be nowhere for children to go.